Christmas has always been my favorite holiday of the year, a time where your dreams are meant to come true. Well, this story I'm about to tell you happened to me around 27 years ago. I'm 34 now. It all started 2 days before Christmas. My parents needed to get some last-minute Christmas shopping in before the big day arrived, and my parents dropped me off at one of those North Pole Santa grottos in the center of the mall. They told me they would take just about 15 minutes. I sighed and started to walk over to the stereotypical mall Santa. White, long beard, big red coat, and everything you can expect from Santa Claus. The line wasn't too long, so I easily got my turn with Santa in less than a few minutes. The man, looking to be in his 60s with his Santa beard looking like it hadn't been washed in weeks, called me over to him and sat me on his knee. He asked me what it was I wanted for Christmas. I replied saying I just wanted the new Nintendo. It was one of the early Nintendos at the time, and every kid wanted it. The old man replied with a very strange answer that hit me by surprise. He asked me for my home address, so he could, quote, know where to deliver my gift. And of course, I fell for his trick, as I was only 7 at the time, and believed in all the magical fantasies that Santa Claus was going to visit me on Christmas Day. I gave him my address and he dismissed me. He gave me one last smile and wave as I ran off into the crowd to meet my parents, who were now in the clothing store next to the grotto. I wish this is where my story ended, but what happened on Christmas Eve still haunts me to this day. I woke up to a dark and quiet room. It was still pitch black outside, with the winter snow piling up my bedroom window. I was dehydrated and felt like I needed to get a glass of water downstairs from the kitchen before I tried to get more sleep. However, it struck me that I would have to go past the Christmas tree to get to the kitchen. My parents always said that I'm not allowed in the living room until the morning because Santa would see me. The thirst overcame me, and I forced myself out of my room and into the balcony overlooking the living room. But something caught my eye. There was this very tall person in a long red robe wearing the same Santa hat. He also had a big red sack of presents. I quietly opened the door into my 5-year-old sister's room to wake her and tell her that Santa was here. But when I entered the room, she was gone. This surprised me, as she normally won't leave her room like this at this time of night. I made my way back to the balcony, and I watched in horror as 3 men who all appeared to be in their late 30s were wearing elf costumes, and they entered the room. I saw my sister being given a gift from the guy dressed up as Santa, and the 3 other men leading her outside of the front door. I screamed and yelled. All 4 of the men backed out of the door, leaving my sister in tears. Not realizing the situation, I told her the story and forced her not to tell our parents. Then I put her back in her room. I made my way back to my room and went to sleep, forgetting all about the water. I just wanted to pretend like the night never happened. To this day, I still don't know what happened, but I never saw that dirty old Santa at the mall again. However, I'm sure that it was him at my house that night.